Hello friends, before I start this video, I wanted to take a moment to say something. We all know this last year has been particularly hard on everyone. And those who've been a friend of the channel for some time know that I don't show a subscribe star or Patreon or anything of that nature. I work a day job and I do this in my spare time because I enjoy it. They also know I've got a massive soft spot for animal rescues and shelters. I try to help it as much as I can in my own right. I even design prosthetics for amputee animals on the side. But as shelters and rescues often rely on donations to get through, and we all know this year and times are tough. So instead of asking you for support from my channel or anything like that, I would ask that you consider, if you're in a position to consider donating to Carter's Forever Rescue and Sanctuary. Full disclosure, I am loosely affiliated with this rescue. I have done work for them in the past. That shouldn't change the fact that rescues and sanctuaries change the lives of many, not just for dogs, but for people too. With recent hard times, donations are getting harder to come by. So even if you're not in a position to donate money, please, just sharing the link is more than enough to get the message out, and that all these links are in this description and the pinned comment down below. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and the dogs do too. Enjoy the video. Have a good day. Ashes to Ashes by Connor D. Trulock. The captain of the deep orbital station opened their eyes as they came back to life. They shivered, not from the cold. The artificial thaw ensuring the entire body was nearly instantaneously and uniformly raised out of cold near absolute zero. After acclimation, they moved forward, towards what they were resigned to see, and their one last task. Alone, they floated limp over to the viewing port, despondently gazed down at the brown planet below, a planet of ashes. Welcome home. The station was shaded on the far side of Neptune during the event. It orbited Triton, studying the microbial life that flourished under its surface. The captain had laid the groundwork before the long transit and the longer sleep. Instructions given. The ship's biolab machinery went to work, producing the proper amino acids, peptides, and proteins from its databanks. It had plenty of time to weave strands of DNA together, base pair by base pair. Life's genesis by machine. The captain looked with red puffy eyes at the monitor, and the shots taken of a world from the sky. The grid shape was there along with some of the place's structures. Steel and concrete still remained, memories of life sketched in charcoal. The captain turned away from the city where they were born, where together they grew up, made a family, and where they wouldn't see them again. The synthesizing machines had done their heavy lifting, the rest was up to the captain. Faltering, only for an instant, thoughts of return to the safety of frozen non-existence, but now, left alone, they would do it. For them, cargo secured, trembling gloves pulled, and the pod jettisoned, making its final journey to the dead planet below. The event seemed a cosmic fluke. Humans rushed headlong towards a self-imposed extinction, but in the end, we were beaten there. A star's dying breath, with a pinch of the light of a billion suns, and a singularity came into existence, exhaling a geyser of compacted light, a gamma ray burst. Only being glanced was still enough for a billion years of constructed information to come crashing down. The captain lay down by the sprout whose shade they will never would. Somewhat off-colored yellow, it was making its way to a healthy green. The pod landed on the side of a planet not directly struck to afford new life a better chance. The captain spread a load of synthesized organics far across the land and sea surrounding the drop site to maximize microorganisms' habitats, though still almost microscopic compared to the size of the desolate planet. The majority of the seeds had failed to sprout or had died shortly after, but there was power in numbers and the vastness of time. One last bit of sustenance they could offer, ashes to ashes. The captain shut eyes to the light of suit alarms as cold from the medical unit ushered one final death. Pod's resources gone, the little specks of life would have to make it on their own. Then again, they managed the planet far better than humans ever had. Just maybe without them, they could do so once more. Much, much later, the first lieutenant of the deep orbital station opened their eyes as they came back to life. Around them, the rest of the pods were opening, crew emerging. Together they dressed to move forward to the main viewing port. With small gasps and tear-filled eyes, together they looked down on the green planet below. Welcome home.